Hello friends and welcome to Fey Earth, a magical world set in an alternate 19th century Earth, where every creature from folklore and fairy tale is real, have always been real, and lived alongside humanity. Join our adventurers as they explore a world of arcane mysteries and danger, where the new scientific and industrial age collides with an ancient world of fairy and magic.
When last we left our heroes, the party had a somewhat interesting day's excursion out from Cherville, heading to the Foyer de Tronquet in the hopes of foraging for different herbs and other ingredients so that Sylvia could make some healing tinctures and Gwyn could make some other items. They'd had a rather eventful day, first of all helping a farming family who had discovered a small grove of sapling trees that appeared magically in one of their fields. Gwyn, using some minor telepathy spells, was able to convince the tree gnomes who created this grove to leave, and then the party headed on to the Foyer de Tronquet. Here in the forest, they managed to forage successfully for the supplies that they needed, and then discovered that they were completely lost. The trees seeming to move around, mask their trail, making it impossible to find a way out. They met a number of inhabitants of the forest, including a very friendly satyr, a rather talkative raven, and a rather inquisitive sylph, before seeing a vision of a beautiful palace made of crystal, or possibly something else. However, at the same time that vision appeared, it was immediately blocked by the trees moving in front of them, and then also moving to create a new trail, allowing the party to leave. Heading back, it was getting late, it is January, so they decided to stop back in the Levine farmhouse and have spent the night there. And we returned the next morning, the party waking up to smells of a simple breakfast being cooked.
I guess I'll mosey down and I'll ask Mrs. Levine if she needs any help in the kitchen.
Oh, no, it's fine. This is a simple, we'll have this ready very quickly. Do not worry. And you can see she's got a mixture. She's got a pot with some porridge that she's probably given the menfolk. Mm-hmm. She's also cooking some eggs. There's some bread as well. It's a fairly simple mix of different odds and ends for the breakfast. You do smell the smell of coffee being made as well. And you see some of the other family members are moving around. Her husband in the background. He's giving out to some of the kids. They're already starting to fight. And the older son, who's just come in, finishing buttoning up his shirt, as he walks into the kitchen, gives his mother a kiss on the cheek, and then goes to pour some coffee for himself and his parents and others. And when he sees you, Gwyn, he just gives a nod and gestures with the coffee.
I'll just nod. Right, is anyone else up?
Is anyone else up?
What time is it?
Morning time.
Yeah, what time exactly?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Sylvia's gonna get up there.
Well, I'm up, but I'm in church. That's why I'm asking.
We're in the middle of the countryside, presumably. There's no church.
We're at the
farmhouse.
You're still at the farmhouse, yeah. You're not.
Alright, then I'm outside and I'm kind of doing some exercise.
Best church of all, Church of Nature.
Yes. Just put away my rosary beads, and then I'm like you see me kind of do some weird exercise.
Okay. Yeah, Gwyn is drinking her coffee outside, so she sees you doing this. She's kind of side-eyeing you as you do it, you know, observing.
Is Sylvia up?
Sylvia is up, yes.
Okay, is Justine up?
No. Justine's awake, but she's probably just pretending to be asleep because she's not dealing with it today. No.
Okay, so Sylvia, you come down. Rosalie says, your friends are outside. One of them, the one with the green hair, she's gone out to pray. And the other, the blonde one with the funny accent, she's gone out with her coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna guide to Gwyn. Just
You see Mina doing some weird calisthenics crap
She's
out
at it again.
in the snow. You know, it's not quite Rocky 4, but you know.
What a strange religion.
Um,
I don't know why anyone would worship at an altar to a man. It just boggles my mind.
yeah, well,
Exercises
don't
right now.
want-
Don't
You
with
can't
my
hear it.
prayers.
I don't want to judge, but with everything that has happened, can we really say that there is any God looking out for us? I mean, look around, look at the world. What God would sit by and let all of this suffering happen?
I know. An evil one, maybe.
Even an evil one, though, I think would pay attention or
Unless
give
they're
it
laughing at us from their ivory throne, which is a possibility, considering the state of the world.
Oh, I think so. I think so.
I don't know what God would let women and children starve to death,
I'm
while
getting up
men
and I'm
send
starting.
sons off to fight each other in war and be killed.
I'm getting up and starting to jog, like a run around the farmhouse and a couple of laps, like, you know.
Okay.
Okay, Gwen's impressed with the jogging at least.
In the snow, like, you know what I mean, dude?
It's not a deep snow,
That's
but it's
impressive.
still about like maybe 10, 15 centimeters. So there's a bit of snow there. It's not like, you know, knee deep or anything. Like, it's not crazy. Although Mina's not especially tall, so for you it is a little bit deep. After a few minutes, Philippe, the second son, pops his head and says, breakfast is ready. We haven't disturbed your friend. She's still sleeping. Is she okay? Was she injured in the forest?
I don't think so, but I think she's used to cities and...
Well, I mean, you did visit a haunted forest.
Well, it's not haunted. I think it's just full of fae and... I don't think that there are any ghosts in it.
So what's happened to the souls of all the mortals who've been lost there over the centuries?
Sylvia is trying hard not to say something really biting.
Like, many a man has ventured into those woods and never been found and received a proper Christian burial.
What a shame.
Oh, well, I think...
That's why we stay to the edges of the forest.
Oh, yeah, and I think this is a good idea because the fae can be very dangerous. But I think that it is very probable that mortals, some, I'm sure, have accidentally maybe fallen into the fae realm, but because there is a portal, but...
Wait, how do you know these things?
Oh,
Are you a fae scholar?
She's
Oh,
very wise.
absolutely not. But we did meet some fae in the forest, and they told us...
And you're not dead.
But not all fae are going to kill you.
We're very powerful witches.
I can tell that, mademoiselle, yes.
Not all fae want to hurt us. It's just that... But it's very possible that mortals who have become lost in the forest are still alive in a way and are probably okay
Gwen's just gonna laugh.
in a way.
And you hear a shout from inside. It's Rosalie is like, Philippe, did you tell them breakfast is ready? He's like, wait a minute, I did.
Sylvia's just gonna walk
And you hear
away.
this shouting from the bedroom.
You still heard breath.
Yes.
So she's probably sort of
Well
well by
done.
this
Well
Yeah.
done.
point.
You didn't totally destroy this simple little country boys.
So you head inside. Mina, in your laps, you heard the words breakfast being shouted out.
Yeah, we're going to finish my 20 laps and then I'm going to go in.
As you come in, and a moment after sitting down, you see Justine coming in from the bedroom section that you'd been sleeping in.
Justine, how are you doing? I'll just say quietly.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot to
Sylvia's-
take in.
Sylvia's
Yeah.
not saying anything, but she's looking at
No,
you
of
and are
course.
kind of checking for like. You have definitely been very far out of your comfort zone. Are you okay? But not say anything.
No, I understand. I mean, what we saw really was out of the norm. And it takes a while to get used to interacting with fey creatures. I'm guessing that was your first time meeting.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I read about them in books, and
Ah.
obviously I was aware about certain creatures we encountered,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a different experience seeing it.
It is. I
With
remember
your own
reading
eyes.
about them in books and learning about them, and then meeting them was really strange. But you get used to it.
So you would have met a few Fae, but they
But not
were
in the
in
wild,
cities,
like- Yeah.
living alongside humans. Usually the
Right.
first wild Fae that you've ever met.
Yes, you would have met like probably a few goblins.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what she meant.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
but like apart from the so-called civilized ones, which was probably be how you were taught to refer to them as, yeah, this was very much the first, definitely the first satyr you've ever met.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Probably the first talking raven as well.
Yeah,
The first
definitely. Yeah.
So, like, you still wouldn't have met any of those
No,
creatures.
absolutely
So, to
not.
her, it's probably those creatures in the forest are different than what she's used to. And also, like,
Yeah.
she probably understands it. They're all
Well,
Fae. But
the
she
Fae-
doesn't perceive them as...
Fae that you would meet in cities like Ghent or anywhere like that, they would dress in the same similar style of clothing
Exactly.
to humans. They are living in human societies. They work, many of them, as artificers, creating magitech devices for industrialists and capitalists. They're very much part of human society and culture. So very different to what you're experiencing now.
Definitely.
Definitely, I will not say that you automatically have to assume that the Fae will hurt you, but the Fae that live in forests outside of human cities, they are very different to us.
Oh, they are. They absolutely are.
They can be more unpredictable.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that.
But they don't lie, which is one good thing to keep in
But
mind.
some
Now, they can twist the truth.
and some
But
can
they-
lie without any problem. So never.
Hopefully we won't meet that type.
Oh, well, if you have met a dwarf or a goblin, you have met that type.
So as you're having this conversation, Mina comes in, very red-faced.
Good morning.
Well, that's one way to start your day.
Oh yeah, no, you have to stay fit, you know.
And Rosalie starts
Oh,
having
coffee, lovely.
plates with some fried eggs on it, there's some bread, some small slices of cheese, some of the so the youngest son Pierre and Philippe and Louis are also having their own porridge, but the elder Louis, the husband and father, he's having similar breakfast to you all. And she says, "So, well, what is your plans for today? You are moving? Are you heading back to Cherville? Yes? No?
We left some things back in the village. Also, I think that you might be seeing if Aminata
Has returned. Yeah, absolutely. We should check back in the inn, and anyway, we do need to get our belongings, as you said. So, yeah, we will be heading back into town. But thank you so much for your hospitality. It's been lovely spending time with
Thank
you.
you for the help
For
with
your
the
food.
trees.
Oh, absolutely. Our pleasure.
So
Yeah.
you finish your breakfast, gather your belongings, and head back to Cherville. It's about a 2-hour walk from this farm, and it was fairly early when you got up. It was about 7:30, so you get back there probably about 10:30, 11.
Okay.
So it's still relatively
Still
early in the day.
young. Okay.
Alright,
What is your plans?
I am going to go to the innkeeper. So I want to do that before I do anything else.
Okay, so you head back to the Petit Auberge, okay?
Monsieur Auburn, I was wondering if perhaps I might be able to make use of the kitchen.
Is there a problem with the food?
There is not. However, when I was in the forest, I gathered some herbs with the intention of brewing some tinctures for healing.
Oh, you're a healer.
Well, yes. So I was wondering if perhaps I could use a space in the kitchen.
Of course,
to make...
yeah, absolutely. You know, I have a tweak in my shoulder that does really be bothering me in the cold weather like this. Maybe you could have a look at it.
Let me see.
As you say, you see Marie comes and say, Jean, unless she has an apple from the Garden of Eden, she's not going to be able to fix it. You're getting old. And he's like, and he just kind of storms off. And it's like,
it's not an injury, then it's...
Yes. A serious injury. The worst that can afflict any human.
Aging?
Yes.
I cannot fix... I am able to heal, but I cannot slow the aging process.
No, none of us can.
So I was asking my husband if perhaps I could use the kitchen to...
Of course, anything particular that you need?
I will need some, it's just water, so containers for...
Okay, yeah. So she will believe you. It's a standard kitchen.
Yeah.
So
and
there's pots.
I'm assuming I can use a pot. And
there's pots, there's some sieves, there's everything that you would... The only thing you do not have is containers within which to store your healing tinctures. So you will need to get some glass bottles.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask. Is there anywhere in town perhaps I'd be able to get? Or perhaps...
Well, Leclerc, he's the glass blower in town.
Ah, okay.
He makes glass for the entire town. Plus and some of the other surrounding towns. So if you... Antoine and his wife Julie, they run he works in the workshop at the back and she runs the shop at the front.
Oh, okay. Well...
So, where is Gwen while this conversation is being had?
I guess just in the inn, just outside.
So, you just outside in the common area.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and Justine?
Justine's just hanging around.
But what's your plan for the day?
Justine is actually feeling bad now because she didn't think of asking the innkeepers if they saw Aminata leaving or if they saw something strange. So she's probably going to, after they finish talking to Sylvia, she's probably going to approach the innkeeper.
Okay.
And ask
if
they saw her friend leaving.
Yeah. And what's Mina's plans?
Mina's gonna go to the church to talk to the priest, and she's gonna go to the gendarmerie to talk to them.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Right. So, after Marie tells you about the glass blower, what's Sylvia do? Do you want to go and get everything you need before you start?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the glass first.
So you go out and you see Gwen, and you see her coming out, and when you tell her about getting glass, you realize you want to get a glass bottle as well.
Yeah, so I'll go with you. I have a few things to get around the town anyway, so.
They head off, and you sit there, they're telling you where they go, and you have this opportunity if you want to talk to Monsieur or Madame. Okay.
Who's around?
Jean is there.
Yeah. So Justine's going to go to Jean.
Oh.
Hi, sorry. My friend, Aminata. You probably remember her.
Oh, that girl is hard to forget.
Exactly, we arrived together.
Yes.
But then she left yesterday.
Oh, she okay?
She left a note, and all her belongings are gone.
Okay.
There are no traces of fight.
Well, why would you assume there was a fight?
I don't know, because she just disappeared.
Oh, she disappeared.
Yeah, so I was about to ask if you heard something or if you've seen something.
No. When did she go?
Before I woke up yesterday.
Oh, it's in the middle of the night.
Apparently.
No, we did not. Marie, wait. Did you hear any noise the night before last? Only you snoring. Why? No, we didn't hear anything.
All right, thank you very much, sir. It's very kind of you to help.
Now, you, as a sorcerer, if you wish to learn a certain new spell, have to carry out magical research.
I do.
Because you do not have access to another sorcerer's book of shadows to transcribe the spell.
So that's probably how I'm going to spend the day.
Now you do have a small amount of like arcane supplies that you have been carrying with you. You've got enough for maybe this and maybe one more first level spell before you'll need to look at replenishing those supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that you could probably do in your room. You do know that while you don't have one now, if you can get a bit more money together, there is actually traveling arcanists laboratories basically that you can buy these briefcases that are full of the various different vials and different apparatus that sorcerers use in their research. Those things you can get in larger cities. You don't have to special order them. You wouldn't be able to get it here, but it's something you could maybe get in a larger place or get ordered here. You don't know how this works. You don't know how commerce, trade links work in Cherville. But you have enough certainty for now and for maybe one more first level spell.
Yeah. But like sorcerer is not so niche, so I assume there must be like a pharmacist or like.
Well, you see, this is the thing. Sorcerers are super niche, but everybody knows about them.
Okay.
You get me? So it's not like you're this strange, creature of the shadows. Everybody knows about sorcerers, but they are still super rare. So a town like this, even though it's a big enough town, as I said, you estimate the population is easily about 50,000. It's still not going to be somewhere that's likely to have a load of sorcerers around it, but you can inquire around about ordering stuff or whatever, quite a lot of more rural towns will have links with merchants and or their larger cities, and you can get stuff ordered to come on market days and the likes of that. So
yeah, I'll look into that after we decide what we're doing and for how long we're staying.
Oh yeah, well, regarding the arcane research, so it's 1 gold's worth of materials per spell level, and I said you've got 2 gold's worth of materials left, okay?
Yeah.
And it's 1 hour of research per level of the spell. Okay, so this is a first level spell, so it'll be 1 hour of research.
Yeah.
After which, you must give me a magic roll, the target number of which is the target number of the spell. So as a first level spell, that target number is 16. So roll your d20. Add your magic score. You are taking Stone Shield, aren't you?
Stone Stealth. I actually have.
Oh, Stone
Shield.
Stealth. Apologies, Stone Stealth. Okay.
No, I saw it myself.
Okay. You do not. Do you have talents? I'm just checking your character sheet here because I thought that you had talents in the spheres of the arcane, or not the sphere of the arcane, in the sphere of Earth and Wild, or sorry, Earth. I was sure you had. No, you don't. Okay, never mind. So you'll just be rolling and add your 4.
Okay.
And then if you get the 16, super. You know the spell. If you fail the roll, you will still know the spell. So you don't not learn the spell.
Yeah.
But there will be a magical research mishap.
Is it bad that I'm always wanting the magical research?
We always want the sorcerers to fudge their roll and have a magical mishap because it's hilarious. So we'll hold off on that for the moment if you want, okay?
Okay.
So
you're so sure that I'm not going to hit 16.
It's not a particularly high target number. Like, it's 16 for first level, 17 for second, 18 for third, 19 for fourth, and 20 for fifth level spells. So the target number is not crazy high.
I believe in you, Yasti.
But
do it.
right now, we're going to hold off, and we're going to have our other 2 spellcasters heading out into the village. Yes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you want to go to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Antoine, is it?
And you were told it is Antoine Leclerc. Antoine Leclerc. Okay. So.
Okay. I presume you have directions.
Yeah.
Sylvia?
Well, you're
So
given
you
vague
lead the way.
directions.
Yeah,
but
so we're like, I'm assuming in a small town, if I was told it's that way on the right.
yeah, you'll still need to maybe ask,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay, grand.
So you're walking around. In fact, I'll tell you what, give me an intellect roll.
Oh, no.
See how well you remember the directions.
Nope.
So you're walking along and you're getting
That's
kind
a
of
9.
you're getting kind of turned around and you're like, oh no, I'm not sure. And you see there's a couple of different people standing around. You see there's a bunch of women just standing around, they're chatting. and then other people like going about their business.
Yeah.
We could just ask these women
Yeah,
here if they
I'm
know
gonna
directions.
Ask.
Okay, so you always it's like 3 women, they're all in their like late 50s, early 60s, and they're chatting. As soon as you go to them, you just stop the conversation, they all turn and look at you.
Good day to you. Sorry to interrupt your conversation. We were just looking for Antoine, the glass blower. Could you point us in his direction, please?
Oh, you're looking for Antoine, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Well,
I assume that he is the glass blower.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Is there any reason why you're...
Well, my friend and I here, we just need some glass bottles.
Oh, sorry, you need to get some glassware. Sorry, when you said you were looking for Antoine, I thought you meant specifically Antoine, just not the glass blower shop.
Oh, no, the glass blower shop, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right. And they give you directions.
Immediately now rumours going to go around the entire
God. So they give you directions. Okay, and she's it's just go down, it's about 300 meters that way, take a right, go down another 250 meters, and it's a left, and you'll see the sign. It's like 3, 4, 5 minutes away. Okay?
Thank you so much. I'm
Wonderful.
sorry. I must not have remembered the direction as well.
No problem.
And they just gotta stand there looking at you, waiting for you to leave.
Gonna go.
Good day to you then. Okay.
And as you head off, they're not taking their eyes off of you. Especially you, Gwen.
Why?
Don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Crazy one, that one.
Not suspicious at all.
So you follow the directions, okay, and you eventually find your way to this shop face, and you can see it sells it's all glassware, okay, so various different jars, bottles, and it's got a couple of other fancier things. He's got a couple of carafes, but it's mostly fairly utilitarian stuff, okay. And you do see they have a sign up in the front. It's like a site to announce new self-sealing jars soon to be in stock.
Ooh, look at that, Sylvia. That seems really interesting. Will we ask if he has anything?
Oh yeah, I think so. That would be very useful. If we are making salve, that would be...
No leaks. Wow. Imagine that life. So we'll go in and...
No,
Which problems?
You know yourself when you're
problems?
like, you have a jar or something, it leaks in your
Leaks
bag,
all over your bag, and
wrecks your stuff.
stinky tincture everywhere.
Yeah.
So you go into the shop. It's like
Trying
it's
to lick
fair.
your bag open and get some healing juice.
Yeah, it's covered in poison.
Yeah. That's the one.
So you head into the shop. It's fairly open. There's like a couple of benches and shelves and stuff. There's one person there. It's a woman. Looks to be in her late 20s. You think mid to late 20s. She's not that tall. Only about 160-ish. Okay, so I'm not too... she has cropped, wavy hair, and it's like a sea green colour. Okay, so not the forest green of Mina, but like a sea green.
Oh.
Okay, brown eyes, this soft, super pale white skin. Okay, and kind of a stocky, beefy build. It was kind of fairly plain, round face. As you come in, the little bell rings. She goes, "Oh, bonjour."
Bonjour.
Bonjour. We were wondering, I was looking for some glass bottles.
Oh, okay, wait, big, small.
For tinctures.
Oh, so
salves
something that would hold
and-
maybe, I don't know, 150, 200 milliliters.
that would
Okay,
be
yeah,
perfect.
perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. And we got some over here. And she points to some. She's got some plain ones, and then she's got some slightly fancier looking ones.
Well, we noticed the sign in the window for the self-sealing bottles.
Oh no, those are the jars. We're getting some new jars. My husband is working with a local tinsmith. So they've come up with this new design of a jar which has ridges along the sides, and then you get a piece of tin and you can twist it over it, so you don't need to wrap it with cloth or an oil wax cloth or cheesecloth to try and keep everything in. It's going to change everything.
I believe you. When will they be finished? When will they be available for sale?
They're just working out the fine details of it right now. Hopefully next week or so.
Oh, well, we will definitely come back.
The women of the town are very excited about this.
No doubt.
Oh, you
No
will
doubt.
definitely want it for some of your brews, I think.
Oh, I
I
definitely
mean, you know when
will.
you spend all this time, you're making preserves, and then all you have to seal them is a piece of wax cloth with some twine around it.
Oh, yeah.
Where you'll be able to close them in a tin, and then when it's finished, you clean it, and you can reuse it as many times as you want.
Reuse it, put it
Reuse
away,
the
don't
lid.
have to worry about it leaking. Or
I mean, like, to be honest, I was joking with my husband. My only worry is maybe people will stop buying jars because they'll just be able to keep these forever.
Oh, no, surely not.
but
They'll always
they could break.
Well, that is true. That is true.
The seal.
Although my husband's glass is very strong. It doesn't break easily.
I do think so. Over the course of time,
Yeah,
people
that's
will
true,
always
that's true.
need more. It's
So-
something that would need to be replaced, I think.
Of course. So you need a couple. How many bottles do you need? A small, say, 200ml bottles.
How much are they?
Oh, those small ones are the small. So the small, a 200ml bottle would be 5 copper. If you want something bigger, it's like say 500ml bottle, which is more what you're looking for, Gwen. That would be a silver.
Okay.
So I can make 2, but I want to have more than that. So maybe I'll take 5 for now.
So so remember, you already had like I think it was 18 silver to begin with.
Oh, I did. Okay.
I think.
But we got paid 2 gold,
We got paid 2 gold.
Yeah.
which I don't have written on my character sheet, but I have in my
I know.
notes. Oh yeah.
So you have 18 silver and 2 gold. So you have more than enough to buy this stuff.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm thinking of space because I don't have a goblin purse yet.
Oh
Points.
no! First level problems.
Soon.
Yeah, they only cost about 100 gold.
I don't know.
Did we all start with like 18 silver?
You all started with around 15 to 18 silver, yeah. But you all got 2 gold there.
Yes, we did.
After you did that job.
Okay. Well, space wise, I don't have that much stuff, so I'll take 10.
10. Okay. That was
No, okay, I'll get 5. 5. It's
5. Okay, so that would be 25 copper or 2 silver and 5 copper? Or?
Actually, no, I'll round it up to 6 because yeah.
Okay.
So that
Nice
would
clean
be 30 copper or 3 silver?
Yeah.
Okay. I will add this to your list. Okay. So she gives you 6 small, perfect for what you will be making healing tinctures, and they all come with little corks as well. Obviously.
So that's.
These are simple,
3 silver.
clear glass, small, round 200ml bottles. Okay, very simple.
I assume corks and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. So, is there any? So, Gwen, what are you looking for?
I'll get 5 250 milliliters, 1 500, and then I also want to ask her if she does any small, like 50 ml vials.
Just very small little things that you would use for, say, perfume.
Perfume, for example. Scents.
Oh, I don't think I have any right
Or
now.
poison.
I don't.
You're not there.
So we don't have any right now, but certainly if you want, I could put in an order. My husband could make them. Now, they are a bit more expensive because that's very, very fine.
No, of course, it's very delicate. You know, I collect scents of my own perfume, so I would love them if you have them available. So
Yeah, perfect.
So they would be 2 silver each, such fine bottles. Okay.
Yeah.
If you give me one moment, I'll just go into Anton and ask him. So, how long he thinks. So she's back in a moment. So she heads into the back, and you hear the murmuring of conversation and voices. And she comes back out about a minute or so later. Says he says he can have them for you in probably 3 or 4, maybe 4 days.
Oh, excellent! I'll come back then.
Okay,
Lovely.
perfect,
Great.
excellent. Okay, wonderful.
Okay, so how much do I? So that's 2 silver each. How much are the 250 ml?
The 200ml bottles were 5 copper each.
5 copper each. Cool.
And if you wanted
And 1 500.
1 500 is 1 silver.
Lovely. Just so I keep track of it.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfume now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So as you're having this conversation, the bell rings and you see a woman comes in. She looks to be kind of, I don't know, late 30s, early 40s, and the woman that you've been dealing with, Julie Leclerc, and she immediately goes, "Oh, bonjour," and she goes, "Oh, bonjour, Julie," and she just pauses for a sec as she looks into you, and then really takes a moment to pauses on you, Gwyn.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. And she just kind of goes over to the side waiting for you all to finish before she's going to carry out her business.
Alright, lovely. Are we done? Do we need it?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
We will
Julie.
probably be
We'll
back
see you
for
soon.
those jars.
Yes, 4 days, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Wonderful, yes, of course. Yes, maybe you could, maybe if you don't mind, I love perfumes and stuff, you know?
I fully intended to bring you a sample, absolutely.
Oh, it's great, you know. Maybe something that will himself will show a bit more interest, you know?
Oh, yes, I can help you out in that regard.
And when you say that, the other woman may say very pointed, sure. And
So Sylvia's just looking at you and like, this is not tracking with what I've learned about you so far.
yes.
Oh,
So you go to leave, and the other woman goes up to her, and as soon as she immediately starts whispering and pointing in your direction as you exit the shop.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, she was asking for perfume, not to poison her husband.
Was she though?
I honestly, I didn't mean to start any rumors, but yeah.
Oh no, I think they were just taken aback that I knew the glassblower's name, but it's only that you mentioned it to me, that the innkeeper mentioned it to you. So.
Yeah, he also...
Just to interrupt, the woman who came into the shop was a completely different to the woman to the trio who you had asked for directions from.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm
just saying this to Sylvia.
Alright, just to clarify that, okay? It was a completely different person to the trio that you'd gotten directions from.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we run into problems with this, perhaps the herbs that you gathered in the forest will come in use.
Now, Sylvia, I can't poison a whole village.
I'm not saying the whole village, just...
I can certainly make 1 or 2 disappear if we need to.
So, while they're doing that, Mina, you said you head to the...
Your
everything. To the church? Yes?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Right, so you head to the church, you go in and you see there's 2 elderly women up near the front, kneeling at the pew saying prayers, and you can see off on one side Pierre Chuzzy, the parish priest. He's pottering away at something up by the altar. And as you walk in, as you come in through the door, did you go back to change before you went to...
No.
So you go in, you're wearing your light padded armour, you're carrying your halberd.
Oh no.
Yes.
And he sees you, and he kind of pauses for a second. He's like, "Dude, for a moment there, I wasn't sure what was."
It's just me, Father.
Bonjour. Why have you got that? Do you think there's giants on the way or something?
No, but you know, he usually accompanies me everywhere I go.
Well, I suppose you are a Swiss guard.
I am.
What can I do for you this morning, my child?
I was just wondering if you had seen any of the troops go past or any of the army go past during the war.
Well, obviously there was troops coming through here, not all the time, but a few times, and we have in the last few months had some of our men return.
Yes.
Who've fought in the battles.
I'm gonna rummage around in my jacket and then take out a photograph.
Okay.
So obviously it's a black and white photograph.
Yeah, it's a stereograph, I think
exactly.
is what they're called, wasn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's of a picture of a young man. You can see the family resemblance, especially around the eyes. and he's wearing a French uniform, like just like low rank.
Yeah, simple soldier's uniform.
Simple
not
soldier,
officers.
exactly. Simple soldier's uniform, and he looks so happy and proud. And I'm gonna show it to the priest and say, like, do you remember? Have you maybe seen this man?
I'm sorry, my child. I could not say. And we've had many soldiers pass through this way, as you must understand.
Of course.
If you were to go to maybe go to the constabulary. Okay.
Yes, that was my next stop.
Constable Bacro, he might be able to help you. He is the chief of the gendarmerie here.
Lovely. Yes. What was his name? You were saying?
Monsieur Pierre Bacro.
Thank you. I was just wondering, maybe because my brother would have probably, if he came through here, he probably would have prayed at the church as well. You might have seen him. But the gendarmerie was my next.
We had a lot of men who have found a new connection to God.
Of course.
Thanks to the war.
Of course.
One of the few saving graces of the war.
No doubt. I'm gonna thank you very much, and I'm gonna take my leave before.
Yes. I am not a gossip.
Okay.
But.
Okay.
And he looks around, he looks back at the women praying up near the front, and he kind of gestures you a bit further towards the door away from them.
Yes.
So, a group of our men, over the last few days, have been acting somewhat strangely.
Okay.
These are all men who work in one of the coal pits near here. They'd stopped turning up for work, and there was one of their mothers overheard mentioning something about some woman, and there's been some rumours. Some of the villagers are saying nonsense about a witch having moved into the area to steal their menfolk away. But there's just the fact that you and your friends have moved in, new women that no one knows, and I think a few of the... And he gestures with his head towards the women, the old ears. He's like, there's been some gossip. Because apparently they're saying there's been some gossip. There's been claims. Some people have said that they've seen some strange, beautiful blonde woman with a strange accent. And there is
it's one of our
your friend.
Yes, I understand.
Who has
that. But Father, gossip is a terrible sin.
It is a terrible sin.
You should discourage that.
Oh, I have been, my dear, but I am telling you by way of warning.
Yes, thank you, Father. Thank you.
By
That's
way
very
of
considerate.
warning, maybe you should say to your friends just not to be. Just basically, maybe tell them to maybe not be spending much time talking to any of the young men.
I don't think we have spent much time talking to the young men. But yes, I will definitely tell them about it. Thank you so much and thank you for your consideration.
No, of course, my child.
So before I leave, I will put a copper into
the power box.
The box, and I light a candle.
So you do that, you put a copper in the box, you light a candle, say a few prayers, and you hit.
And I'll go to the Cherville.
So while all this is happening, Justine, you went up to your room, you got out your supplies, you working on your experimentation. The various different supplies. What kind of stuff would you have that you use as the basis for your arcane research? Mixtures of powdered forms of semi-precious stones and herbs and plants and oils, and it's a really weird kind of thing the way sorcerers do their research.
She'd probably have some posh, expensive stuff.
Okay.
That she's been carrying from home.
Yes.
So it'd probably be some gemstones. And since she's mostly doing earth magic, it could also be some exotic plants or some herbs.
Very good.
Something like that.
So you spend an hour doing your research and you're experimenting with different things, and you essentially How it works is that sorcerers use these material components, these physical items, to try to help them experiment with controlling and weaving the forces of the arcane. Okay? Similarly to how an engineer might work with forces of pressure and gravity and temperature to make an engine move or some such thing. And that's kind of how it works, okay? These physical components are being used by you to help you better understand and move with the magics as you try to, writing your notes in your Book of Shadows, fine-tuning it until you think you've harnessed and you understand the spell, and you're going to try and release your energy, and we shall see what happens. So roll a d20 for me and add a 4.
Come on, please. Fuck.
That was a 4 plus 4 is an 8. So there is a small explosive burst of light and smoke pluming in the air.
No.
I need you to roll a d24. Wait, sorry. So that was an 8, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's okay. It wasn't a nat 1. Because a nat 1 means a permanent magical mishap. But you got an 8, and the target number was 16. So you failed by 7 or more, which means I need you to roll 3 times on the temporary effects table.
D20?
Yep.
That's temporary, so it's okay.
Well, we'll see. 7. Hold on. Oh. So there is as I say, there's a burst of light, and as your vision clears, it's like the blazing midday sun is streaming through the window. The light has become so unbelievably powerful and bewilderingly sensitive to you. You're nearly having to shield your eyes. You're squinting so heavily. Your eyes, and you look up in a mirror, and you see your eyes have become completely white. And are now photosensitive your eyes turn completely white and photosensitive for 24 hours. During this time, you will suffer a -1 penalty to all ability checks in normal or stronger light. However, you gain dark vision to 20 meters for the duration of this mishap. So for the next 24 hours, you have dark vision to 20 meters. But in any light until evening time, you're going to suffer a -1 penalty because the light is so overpowering for you. So, second roll.
Jesus Christ. That forest really fucked her over. She can't get her 18. She can't get her shit together.
Oh no.
Oh.
18 is over, is it?
It's a good roll.
No, she's failed the
Yeah.
roll. These are the 3 effects.
Oh,
no.
yes, I get you. Yeah, oh, right, shit.
Looking around, you notice your shadow seems to get darker and heavier.
Oh, no.
Almost as if it's moving almost independent of you.
Oh, no.
And as you look up in the mirror, the shadows around you just seem like the shadows on your face, from your hair falling around you, everything just seems dark. You give off a dark aura. All non-natural light sources near you will darken and shadows will linger, which might actually help with the photosensitivity. Animals will become uneasy around you and shy away, including any familiars that you might possess, but you do not possess a familiar. You will suffer a -1 penalty to all charm rolls involving animals for the next 24 hours. Last roll.
Okay, that's not too bad.
We're definitely going to be burnt at the stake in this town.
Sorry.
I was caught.
17. Still 17.
Oh, okay.
Just don't, so long. When just don't go like
You
seducing
feel a sudden shearing pain in your feet, and you stumble. As you feel your feet shift and misform and change shape in your very boots.
Oh my god.
Reaching down, you hurriedly pull your boots off, and you can see the shape of your feet and your stockings has completely changed. And pulling your stockings down, you see that your feet have transformed into cloven hooves.
Oh
To the stake we go.
You're not sure how long this will last for, but for the duration of this effect, you gain a +1 bonus to dexterity checks, but a -3 penalty to all charm rolls.
So
Because
much.
you look like a fucking demon.
So you have cloven hooves, a dark aura, and white eyes.
so
I
nice.
love it.
So my charm is like -4 now.
It's -4 for animals. It's only -3 for everyone else.
Sure,
my.
yeah, fair.
Right?
That changes it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes a difference.
Oh man, this is bad.
Okay, we're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh no.
How long until we notice Justine
So-
hasn't emerged?
Well, this is the thing. She was doing this while you were out.
Okay.
And about, well, you were gone to the glass blowers while Mina was gone to talk to Parish, was he? So you do eventually all kind of come back about an hour or so later. You're all gone. And you don't see any sign of Justine down in the common area. So
I'll probably go up and just knock on her door. I'd say we've probably sat down, had a cup of coffee, and I'll
Yeah.
go up and knock on her door and just see that she's there.
Is
Justine,
anyone-
are you in there?
No.
Is anybody in the inn, actually?
just the others.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna, just my next question was gonna be, are people, like, looking at
No, just the others.
Okay.
Justine, are you in there?
Yes.
Can I come in, or are you sleeping?
You can come in, but don't scream.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I will slowly push the door open, stick my head in.
You see it, it's just like sitting on the bed in like complete darkness with all the
Oh
leg.
god, what happened? Oh, so I'll run over.
As soon as you come
What
in, you
happened?
spot that it's weird. She has there's this darkness about her. It's as if the shadows are pulling and clinging to her very form. It's quite unnerving.
Okay.
Give me an awareness roll.
Quinn strikes me as somebody who'd be goth enough to find that interesting.
I have arcane lore, so it's
No,
14.
this is gonna be awareness, keen eyes.
15.
So she sees Justine sitting on the bed.
Shit.
What
Oh, you
else does she spot, or anything? Are you maybe do you have a blanket over you, or
Oh yeah.
so she's sitting on the bed, she's blanket over
Okay.
her legs.
I'm incredibly concerned. Justine, are you okay? What happened? What is this?
Research gone wrong.
Okay, well, at least that's all it is, I suppose. I wasn't sure there for a moment.
No, that's not all it is. And Justine just pulls her foot from under the blanket.
And you see
Oh,
a cloven hoof where there should be a human foot.
oh, this is bad. This is really bad.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, you need to stay in here, of
I
course. I'm afraid the townsfolk are already concerned about us magic users being around town, so they definitely can't see one of us with cloven hooves. That would be really, really bad. Is there anything I can get you? Do you know how long this will last?
Usually just lasts for a day, maybe a day and a half.
Sometimes less, sometimes it might be only a few hours. It very much depends on the effect. So some things might be only a couple of hours, sometimes it could be a day, sometimes longer.
It happened to me before, not to that extent.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is really bad. I'm so sorry.
I think Justine by this point she just like starts laughing.
Yeah.
She just like
Gwen
Yeah.
is just staring at your feet and staring at your eyes and staring at your feet and staring at your eyes.
Actually, now you look at her eyes, you notice her eyes are white.
They're completely
Her
white.
pupils
Oh.
are gone, her irises are gone, her eyes are white. She looks like she's got cataract
Can
or
you
something.
see anything?
Oh my god.
I can, but like in dark, light hurts so much.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'll go over and close the curtains if they're not already closed, and you stay here, stay in bed, get comfortable. Can I bring you any lunch?
No, thank you. I think I'm fine. I just need like 50 hours of sleep.
Okay, well, I'll tell the innkeeper not to disturb you, and that we will bring your meals up. I'll tell him you caught some sort of cold.
Thank you so much, Gwen. You're so nice.
Honestly, Pete, I'll check in on you, and if you need anything, you just let me know.
Okay.
And whatever you do, don't leave the room.
I won't.
So while Gwyn has gone up to Justine, Mina, you're downstairs with Sylvia.
Yes.
So I got some bottles for my tinctures. And
Oh, very
I'm
good.
going to,
Very good.
once I finish my cup of coffee, I'm going to go to the kitchen and brew some potion.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Do you think Justine is going to be there? That's really strange.
Is it? We haven't known her that long.
Well, that's true. That's
And
true.
also, I'm concerned. She was very, very shaken by the forest. I think that she might just
I
need
think
a little
she's-
bit of time.
Yeah, I think she's just a bookish person.
Yeah, she strikes me as someone who has not been out in the world and
Yeah.
seen a
Yeah.
lot. And I think the forest was hard.
I think, well, she'll get used to it.
Yeah, I think she just needs a little bit of time.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah. So, how was your praying?
Oh, I didn't go to pray. I was just asking the priest if he may be seen, anything. And I just showed my brother's
Oh, your
pictures.
brother, yeah.
Because if he came through here, he might have, he probably would have been at the church.
Sylvia is like pointedly not saying, yeah, he's probably fucking dead. But she's just like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and talk to the gendarmes after that. And
yeah,
we'll see.
that might be something that
Yeah.
you could do. Yeah.
Exactly. Rain coming down.
Gwyn's upstairs.
I think
Still.
I might have caused a little bit of trouble in the town. I asked.
Oh.
I was looking for we were looking for the glass blower, and I mentioned him by name because we were given directions, but I got turned around. I couldn't remember. And I said Vin and I went to some women, and I said, "Oh, have you seen Antoine?" Because his name is Antoine, and they were like, "Oh, why are you looking for Antoine?" Oh, and because he is the glass blower, and I am looking for glass.
Yeah. Mm.
And then they were gossiping and looking at us when we went.
Yeah, well, I heard a couple of things, but I'm just gonna
This
wait
happened
for.
only a very short time ago. How
Yeah,
have I been
I
traveling?
loved, small town. I'm just gonna wait till everybody is.
Are people's
there.
lives so small?
Yeah.
There was a war, a lot of people died, it was really horrible, and now people are obsessing about, oh, you're looking for this man. Not looking for a man, I was looking for glass.
Yeah, well, apparently there's things going on, and it happened to coincide with our arrival, so people are putting one together and come at the wrong conclusion.
And getting 5.
Yeah. But I'll tell you about it once Gwyn and Justine are down.
Oh, I cannot be.
So, Gwyn, you come down.
Yeah.
How are you looking?
Trying to be calm. Try not to arouse the innkeepers any sort of attention towards Justine, but I'll sit down with Sylvia and Mina.
Are you okay?
Is she coming down?
Big problem. Justine has cloven hooves.
Wait, excuse me, what?
Yes, you heard me. She has cloven hooves, as if we didn't have enough problems in this town.
Sylvia's trying not to choke on her coffee right now.
How? Why? What?
She was learning a spell and it went wrong.
Oh.
Yeah,
She
but
is enveloped in blackness. Her eyes are pure white, and she looks like a demon.
Are you
This is a big
quite
trap.
sure
I'm
it
quite
is-
sure.
Are you quite sure it has something to do with magic? I mean,
No,
are you
she is
sure we
sure,
shouldn't send
yes.
for the priest?
Oh no, that would be really
Like
bad.
do an exorcism?
Oh
no,
no, it's
Mina,
fine. It's purely a magical
magic.
mishap.
So, sorcerers, I think they need to do research to learn a new spell.
Okay, that's really strange.
I would meditate.
Yeah, so that are the wise woman we had at home.
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
Really
for you,
strange.
But I would meditate and my new spells would come to me.
Yeah.
But the sorcerers, they study magic, so they need to research and learn.
Okay.
Occasionally, things can go wrong, and it seems that things
have gone really
what
wrong.
kind of spell was she learning? That she
Why
looked
does
like
she
a
have-
demon.
Why does she have cloven hooves?
Of all things, Sylvia, cloven hooves. Yep. So it is imperative that she does not leave that room and that
Did
no one
she-
goes in.
Did she think to herself, "Oh, what would be the worst possible idea?"
Yes, in a tiny French
Like,
village.
What
that
was she?
hates
What was
fae.
she? What was she? I hope she wasn't like meddling with like strange magics. Like,
Oh, I'm sure
like
she's
do you know what I mean?
mindful.
Like bad magics. Like, you know?
I'm sure it. I don't know. All I know is what actually happened.
How
is
does she
has cloven hooves.
How does that even happen?
I don't know, Sylvie. She works with magic that we don't. It's very, very different. Apparently.
Yeah, but I have seen her. She used a spell of the earth that I also use.
You don't have a cloven feet, do you?
And Sylvia is going to just hold out her
No,
boot
you don't.
and, you know,
Honestly, like, how is that? Like,
And her eyes are.
Her eyes are pure white, and she is
she blind?
enshrouded in darkness. No, I asked her that, but she said she's just very light sensitive. So she looks incredibly terrifying, and it's really important that no one goes into that room.
I think yes, it is very important because, like, when I was in church, because I was going to ask, or I was asking, the priest if he maybe have seen my brother. Anyway, so he told me that apparently, right at the same time when we arrived, there has been some blonde woman or something, and I'm looking at.
There has been a blonde
There has
woman,
been.
Mina.
And apparently, since then, the men that work in the coal pits have been really kind of looking around. Is there anyone in here
No,
looking around?
it's very
for,
early in the day. It's just the others.
Apparently, they have been behaving really strangely, and they haven't gone to work. So the whole village is in uproar, especially the women, because they think someone is stealing their men. And since it happened around the same time when we showed up, and some of you were throwing around spells, people are.
I see how they put two
chatting.
and two together. Well, they could have disturbed any number of things down in those mines, but
Shall we investigate?
maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we go?
Although,
Maybe you should go. I don't think I should be seen
I
around
will
the mines.
say, if we are going into the mines,
Well, I don't have blonde hair.
if we are going into the mines, I think that Justine would be very helpful with the hood.
Yeah, but you can't be seen of if we go.
No, not in the daytime.
Oh, you want to sneak out tonight?
At night, because if she is light sensitive, it would be night.
It would be
If it's the cloven hooves, she would be more sure-footed in the dark.
I don't know. That is concerning. We need to be careful because attitudes towards people like us have not been very favourable since the war ended. We need to be careful. We could easily be made targets.
Yes.
And if they see one of us with cloven hooves, you can be sure your pal the priest will have us on the nearest stake. In the town square.
But some
like,
But
you know,
some
I was
fae
thinking
have
maybe-
cloven hooves.
Like, yeah, I mean, my
Your father used to that.
Yeah, but he hasn't got cloven hooves yet. But like, you
Don't
know, some of them
underestimate
is. But like,
frenzy whipped up in a panic in a small place like this. We just need to be careful.
well, he might do an exorcism, which still I believe might be the way to go.
I think that will
I
help
think.
in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I think that we should make the best of a bad situation and use these changes to our advantage. That being
Yeah,
said,
but how do we get her there without being seen?
well, at night.
Yeah, but there are still people around at night in the dark.
Sylvia,
She can wear her
longest cloak.
and I have grave concerns that we might have overstayed our welcome here,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you think it's the right thing to do to go down into the mines.
Or maybe we just go.
Well, if we go and look into mines and we deal with whatever it is, and oh look, we have fixed the problem and not trying to steal any men. Well, I'm not trying to steal any men.
I'm certainly not trying to steal any men.
But see, that's it. If you were seen in a church every now and again, things like that would not happen.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Funny.
I'm not going into a church. No.
Because you burst into flames.
No, because I think it's pointless.
No, I oppose the tyranny and oppression that the patriarchal church imposes on our society nowadays.
There is also that.
I'm going to pray doubly hard for you. And your souls.
So, you with this plan now. By the way, you feel like you have been growing in strength, and you feel like if you do spend some time meditating, you might be able to access some new spells. As do you, Gwyn.
Yeah.
But you also said you want to work on creating a healing tincture, and Madame Aubert had said you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now.
Right, so you head off to use. Now you can help with this.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Okay, you can help with this. Okay.
I mean, do I need to? I don't know anything about this stuff, but I assume I need to start drying herbs and all that kind of stuff. Or do
You
I?
decide to do it whatever way you want, but
Okay.
you have to go to the kitchen and you
Okay.
spend an hour preparing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so because it is a standard healing tincture, it takes you only 1 hour to prepare.
Okay, great.
Okay, your batch, assuming that you roll well enough. So this is a herbalism intellect roll. And if Gwyn is assisting, you get the additional +1 from her.
Fuck, my intellect is only 0.
Your intellect is 0.
Wow.
Your herbalism is +2 with an additional +1 from Gwyn's assistance. So you spend an hour working and preparing, trying to make your concoction. 9 plus.
11.
Do you want to use your inspiration
I
die?
do.
It's the trans one.
Yeah. Okay.
17.
17.
Okay, the target number was 15.
Okay.
So after an hour, you are working on them, refining, fermenting, if you will, the essence of the plants to go into, while channeling your own arcane strength into this. This is what makes these different to a poultice. Okay, healing salves and healing tinctures are magical in nature, and so you must have the arcane spark to be able to create these things. You're channeling your not mana, but just channeling raw arcane power into it as you're doing it, and by the time you finish, you're pouring half of what you prepared into one bottle and half of what you prepared into another bottle. You now have 2 standard healing tinctures.
Cool.
Because from the foraging roll, you'd found enough for 2 standard healing tinctures.
Okay.
So I assume that you're going to keep 1.
Yeah, and I'm going to give the other one to Mina.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Because
Yeah, no, always makes sense. Give it to the tank.
our tiny tank.
Yeah. I'll add it to your character sheet, Christina.
Thank you.
Tiny tank!
Yeah,
And
So
what
these
is it? It's D4.
No, God, this is not the dragon game. We don't have shitty healing potions.
Standard healing.
D4, Jesus. Now, a standard healing tincture. Okay, now, this is a uncommon item, but because it is a consumable, it doesn't count towards power points.
Yeah.
So it is 1d6 plus 3.
Okay.
Standard is 1d6 plus 3. Greater is 2d6 plus 6.
Okay.
And then superior is 3d6 plus 9.
Round. Okay.
And a legendary is 4d6 plus 12, but you can't make legendary. Like, you would get them from, like,
A Fae Band.
Well, I was going to say like artificer herbalists and those like people who've devoted their lives to healing magics and herbalism and the like. So that you even if you got mastery level herbalism +4, the most powerful healing tincture you can make in game is a superior healing tincture.
Okay.
Okay. So, Justine,
Still where she was left.
after about an hour, you feel a discomfort and a twisting and a contorting in your feet as the cloven hooves retract and your feet return to normal.
Oh, fuck.
Thank God.
Your eyes have not changed, and this dark aura surrounding you has also not changed, but your feet are back to their human form.
Poor Justine is probably still traumatized by the satyr and still now seeing them freaking hooves.
You are getting a bit hungry though.
Uh-oh.
She can manage.
Okay.
She can manage.
Right. So, the women come out of the kitchen after an hour, and Sylvia hands you a small glass vial, and there's a little it's a greenish, brownish coloured liquid inside it. You pop the cork, and it smells of aniseed and licorice.
Oh.
Because as we all know, canonically, healing tinctures in Feyard taste of aniseed and licorice.
Fucking hate
Blech.
licorice.
Because
Licorice.
they are medicine and they are good for you, so they taste of aniseed and licorice.
Yeah.
I
Hate
hate
licorice.
Canon and will never be changed.
Hate
It
licorice.
shouldn't be changed.
Yeah. I love licorice.
Hate licorice.
And aniseed.
I hate it for
Hate
this
both
very
aniseed.
reason. It tastes like a
Medicine.
like
Yeah,
cough
medicine.
syrup.
Yeah.
I love
Hate.
I love anything aniseed related, which
Yeah.
is probably why I sip my absinthe like a head case.
No,
Wait,
I hate licorice.
I have a bottle of it in the cupboard if you want some.
Hate licorice.
no, we are playing Fair, but we are going to keep the green fairy in that bottle for a second. So, right, so does that, what you come out?
I'm gonna go meditate and
okay. So do you go to your room?
yeah. Go back to my
Gwyn, do
room.
you do the same?
I'll do the same.
So you go back to your stain.
Mm-hmm.
So Gwyn does come back in.
Bring her some food.
Yeah, I'm gonna check what you want to eat because I'm gonna get lunch as well. So
You tell her the good news.
Yeah, and Justine just jumps off the bed on her feet and be like, "Look,
oh
hooves are gone."
God, if there was one, I'd be thanking it right now. Okay, well that solves one of our problems. Okay, in my mind, that solves one of the biggest problems.
Yeah, the cloven hooves was a big issue. So
Because imagine staying in that inn, she wouldn't be able to even walk because I was
No,
just
flip flop. Think of the ghost story.
Yes.
a horse.
Yes.
Well, Sylvia was thinking we might go down to the coal mines tonight and utilize your dark vision. There are rumours that the workers there are getting sick, so we might investigate.
Not sick, not turning up to work.
They're not turning up to work.
That was what you were told. Not that they're getting sick, but
They're
that a
not
couple of
turning
young
up
men
to work.
over the last few days have not been coming to work.
Justine is very uncomfortable with that thought, but at the same time she's feeling guilty because she
Do
should
you
have...
recount the entire everything that
I'll recount everything, yeah.
So you're told that apparently some of the villagers are talking of a witch having moved into the area who's trying to steal away menfolk.
Yeah. And she probably also mentioned that Mina was trying to exercise me.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
she
thanks
did.
for
But she
Mina.
does mention. She does mention specifically villagers saying some
Yeah.
sort of a beautiful witch who's
Yeah.
maybe stealing away menfolk.
Yeah. So Justine very much doesn't like the idea of going into the mine at night, but she also feels very guilty for all the trouble she's been causing. So she just goes
Aww. Well,
Okay.
look, I don't see what the problem is with these men honestly not turning up for work, although I guess, means they won't be around to maintain their families, which is a problem. So I suppose maybe we should check it out, but yeah, mine gets sick all the
yeah,
time.
if everyone decides to go, we'll go. She's kind of just trying to be
Well,
hopefully
listen, in the-
people won't.
Yeah, look, in the meantime, I'll bring you some lunch and...
Thank you very much, because I definitely can't go.
No,
like that.
no, you can't leave. No, we'll go when it
I'm
gets
not-
dark.
I'm not.
And stay here. Don't leave the room.
Like,
So-
Justine is the last
Your
person
eyes
who
are
wants to
still-
leave
yeah.
the room. Like,
I'm just so glad the cloven hooves are gone.
Oh, they're relief. Oh, they're relief.
You do actually spend some time doing some meditation.
Okay, so I'll
and
bring
you,
them to
you,
you and I'll
you,
meditate,
you
yeah.
gain knowledge of your new spell, which you write into your Book of Shadows.
Amazing.
Sylvia, you gain knowledge of your new spell. And how do you record it?
Well, can I say, like, when I was in the forest looking, I would have picked up some. I would have, because I would have kind of carved up a bit of, like,
Wood.
because she has the discs on her. On
Yes,
the belt.
you do. So,
So-
you collected some more wood from the
Yeah.
forest and took it with you.
Yes.
Okay. And what do you do with that wood?
Well, I'm going to engrave the new spell into that wood and then
Okay, so
pop it on the little.
So you get is it a piece of oak? Yes.
Yeah.
Piece of oak that you picked up from the forest of Tronquay.
Yep.
And you getting your knife, cutting back the bark, creating a nice flat, small stick of wood, probably only about 10 centimeters in length.
And I etch some sigils for the spell on that.
It's not sigils, it's Ohm.
Oh.
Etching the Ohm script that the druids use to record
Okay,
their
I
spells.
wasn't sure because it wasn't Ireland.
Still Ohm, there's still druids.
Okay, grand.
Still
That's
druids.
fine.
So even though you were trained by a Muslim and you are German, it's still Ohm.
How's the pronunciation?
Mos Leute.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I've been
You're more
pronouncing it.
Swiss, like,
I've
you know,
been pronouncing
we
it-
say Lou.
Okay. So, the three of you just hanging around the inn, are you, for the afternoon, for the day, until the evening time?
No, I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
the
say
cops.
to Mina, I'm gonna ask Mina to try and find out more about the sick men in the coal mines. If
Well,
it's worth our
they're
time,
not sick, they're just not
or
going.
the men who aren't turning up to work. And if
Yeah,
it's worth
yeah,
our time.
Yeah, I might
I'll-
go with you for that. but
I'll ask around. And
maybe
Hey, whoever I'm going to ask,
I don't
casual.
know if she is.
Hang
And,
in.
yeah, you maybe. Yeah, you shouldn't
Since-
really walk around with
since I have specifically mentioned the blonde woman.
No, I'm going to stay, drink some coffee, read my book.
Exactly.
Which happens to be a spell book. No one will know.
I'm just
And
wondering if they're not turning up at the coal mine, if she even is down in the coal mine, maybe she's somewhere else.
No, I don't think that there is anything in the coal mine, but I think that if there is a blonde woman stealing men, which I don't think is Finn, honestly.
Well, she didn't strike me
No.
as that type of person.
Having this conversation as you head to the gendarmerie, yes?
Yeah.
So you eventually get to the building. It's a.
Do we run into other more gossiping BDs?
Give me an awareness roll.
11, 12.
You do spot you're getting a few looks.
Or a small
What
vest.
are you wearing? Have you changed?
No.
So you're still going around in your light padded armor, carrying your halberd, yes?
Would I have left Albert in my room? I think I would have left Albert in my room.
So you've left Albert in your room, okay. Alright. So you head in the direction of the gendarmerie. It's a medium-sized two-story building, sign outside. Walking up to the front, you see a young-ish looking man, probably in his late 20s, sitting at a desk. Alright, average height, average build, dark hair, kind of combed to the side and slicked back slightly, a little curling mustache, which is quite the fashion of this period. As you walk, he said, bonjour.
Bonjour. I was just wondering if you have any documentations of any of the soldiers that came through?
That came through or that returned?
Both, I suppose.
Oh, I mean, we'd have some. Obviously, there's men who fought in the war who returned home to their families.
Yes.
We did have a few units that passed through. I would need
Could
to
I
look.
possibly have a look because I'm looking for my brother.
Well, no, I would need to have a look and see if we have records.
Brilliant.
You know?
Yes.
Are you going to be around for long?
I'm not sure. Maybe a couple of days. You were saying.
Oh, so you're not just passing through today?
No.
No.
Oh, where are you staying?
In the Petit Auberge.
Okay, well, if you come back tomorrow, we should have something that may be able to help you.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Of course, yeah.
While we're here, I hate to gossip because it's a horrible thing to do.
As soon as you say gossip, he leans in.
Sylvia.
What is with that? How? Anyway, have you heard about these coal pit workers who have gone or not turned up to work?
I heard stories that there's a few of a few young boys. I mean, I say boys, I think they're all 17, 18, 19, who work in one of the coal pits. In the last few days, have not been turning up. Yes, I have heard that. What have you heard?
Have you heard why?
I heard what was that? One of them, okay, one of the mothers of one of the boys,
Right.
said that she overheard him talking to one of the other boys
Right.
about some beautiful one that they have apparently seen.
Interesting.
Over
Have
with
you heard where they've seen her?
They said, this is what I heard,
Huh?
over by the river. I don't know where along the river, but over by the river, which is in the opposite direction of the pit.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
What?
that's why.
So what have you heard?
Well, yeah, same. I heard that it's a blonde woman, very beautiful.
Yeah.
And some of the townsfolk or some of the women specifically thought that it is one of our associates. I can tell you that is definitely not the case. So that's all I know. But the river is new information. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Well, yeah, very interesting. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, I walk out, and while I walk out of the police place, I just cross myself, going, "Oh, I'm so sorry," because I've been gossiping now. Have you heard the river?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Maybe we should have a look at the river.
Yeah, I don't think that there is anything in the coal mine.
No,
I think
it
that,
must be the river.
Yeah, but it's a big river, so...
Shall we go and have a look? I'll go get Albert.
Okay, and then later, when it is dark, perhaps all of us can go.
Yeah.
Mm?
Yeah. We just do some scouting work and see if we see something.
I mean, if Justine is in the position that her eyes are photosensitive, but the dark is okay, plus the fact that she is enshrouded in darkness, as Gavin said,
Really weird.
this would help us in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
With stealth anyway, and not being seen. So...
Yeah, I can see in the dark as well.
Okay, so...
Come on, let's go get Albert.
So
You'd like the outing.
you head back to the inn. You get your halberd.
Yes.
I'll hop up when I see you and join you.
Okay.
And I tell you what we heard from the gendarme.
Okay.
And I tell you, you maybe should just stay here, just in case, people are awful. Keep an eye on Justine.
Well, I seem relieved when you mentioned the lady at the river. Okay, yeah, I'll stay here and look after Justine and then accompany you later.
Have you any idea what it is?
I don't know. That is unusual. I mean, it could be a witch.
It could be a fae, it could be anything.
It could be anything.
We haven't heard of anything gone missing, or anyone.
Not yet.
Anyone or anything?
Anyone.
No.
Not that I know.
Not that we heard. Well, I get Albert. He'd like the. I'm sure the excursion will do him good. So I'll go off. I'll get my halberd, and I'm coming down.
Go out.
We'll just have a look,
Okay, be
and then
safe.
we all go together. But we'll just maybe we see something.
So you head out. You get with your halberd, and you head out along the main street towards the river. Obviously, the river goes through the village and crossing over. I'm assuming you're going to follow the river northerly in the general direction of the forest.
Yeah, and just away from the pit as well. Like,
Yeah. So the pits are to the west.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sylvia, what do you think? Just a little bit. Do we see anything? Like, is there any people around?
you're literally just leaving the
Oh,
town.
sorry, yeah,
So no. So
any more talk, gossiping biddies?
You do see people looking at you, especially you, because you're walking down the street with a halberd.
Yeah.
So that does draw
Used to that.
attention.
Sylvia
Okay.
is going to smile very sweetly and wave, but like
Say bonjour!
it's not. A
When you do the one or two times you do that, where there people walking are couples, the women take their men and kind of like lean them along away from you.
Oh no.
So you walk along the river.
I've seen that couple at church. Why are they being so weird? Anyway.
You follow along the river, okay? So you're following the river specifically, not the road. So you do end up going off path along fields and the likes. It's a meandering river. It's big enough, okay? It's a couple of meters wide. It's not. You're not sure how deep it is, but it's a.
Is there any snow on the ground?
Oh, there's no river.
Are any footsteps along the river? Then?
Nothing that you spot. Like the random thing looks like birds, steps, and maybe an animal here and there. Okay.
The odd
Okay.
fox.
Yeah. But you're traveling along for I don't know, maybe about an
But
hour.
no, like boys or young, like teenage footsteps, like.
Not that you spot, but it was snowing earlier as well. So about an hour and a half. When you see off in the distance what looks to be a small group. Okay, as you get closer, you can see it's 4 men. They look to be varying in age from, like, they all, like, as you get up to about 100 meters and you can see their faces, they all look to be about, like, 17, 18 years of age, you know, that kind of late teen, early 20. And you're just sitting there by, not, like, near the bank of the river, looking out. It's slightly wider in this section. And just sitting on a rock, in the middle of the river, you see a figure. A stunningly beautiful woman in a shimmering gown that appears almost to be made of water itself, humming an enrapturing melodic tone that starts to fill your ears. And it's a perfect place to pause and
Oh no!
The bewitching blonde identified, but it is not the witch from our party Gwyn. Unfortunately, it may be something much worse, a mysterious watery fae, who may or may not have caught the attention of 2 of our party. Will they be able to resist her allure and charm? Join us next time to find out. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to know more about the world of Fae, both the system and the setting, please be sure to be following us on social media. We're active on Twitter, while it's still at Twitter at Faearth, and we're appearing on all other social media platforms at Faearth, or in the case of TikTok, at Fae_Earth. Also, check out our itch.io page, fae-earth.itch.io. This is where you'll find our most up-to-date products, and we've got a couple of fun things there, all free to download, a lore primer for the setting, as well as 2 free one-shots with pre-generated characters and quick play guides. We'll also have something more comprehensive up soon, hopefully by Christmas, for you all to enjoy.